speak about the innate immunity, a very very important concept. Innate immunity is nothing but non-specific. Why it is non-specific? For example, skin. Skin is a type of innate immunity. Okay, so it is a non-specific type of immunity present at the time of birth. Who has given this skin to me? My mother, correct? Okay. Even you can think about the epithelial cells. That is, yeah, obviously this is also epithelium, and inside also epithelium is there, correct? The which normally covers the organs. For example, like the mouth, correct? Okay. So that is also epithelium. That is also a type of non-specific type of defense. They are not meant for immunity, but still they are acts like a barrier. Okay, they will not allow the entry of these pathogens. Okay, it's non-specific. They are not specific. So they are like they are not sure how to deal with this different disease-causing microorganism, but still they prevent them. Okay, so that is non-specific type of defense present at the time of birth. Okay, so please note this point at the time of birth. So note these 2 points. Non-specific type of defense present at the time of birth, that is innate immunity. Normally there are 4 different types of innate immunity. The first type, the physical barriers. Okay, first I write physical barriers. The second one is physiological. Okay, one is physical, the other one is physiological, that is inside. Okay, physiological barriers. Physiological barrier in the sense some secretions will be there from these cells which will kill these different types of pathogens. The third type is cellular barriers. Okay, that is because of the cells. Some cells acts like a barrier, will kill the pathogens. The last one, the fourth one is cytokine immunity. Just I'll write cytokines. I'll tell you what is this cytokines. These are chemicals. First is physical barriers. Okay, what is this physical barrier? Some examples. Skin. Yes, as I said earlier that in my skin there are millions of microorganisms. Correct. They are residing. They are living happily. Correct. They have already made the colonies. Still you cannot see them, but still they are living. Okay, but still they cannot penetrate the skin because they are very tough. If you look into the skin, obviously the skin is mainly very thick epithelium, and the number of cells, like I'm talking about the thickness, it could be around 5 layered. Okay, 5 layered cells will be there. Okay, it's very thick and it's very difficult for any pathogen to break it. Okay, so that is a physical barrier. Physical. Okay, not only this, even the mucus. Okay, please note this one. Mucus is everywhere, not outside, inside, correct? Okay, the mouth also contains mucus. Even the esophagus inner layer also contains the mucus. You know about it, gastrointestinal tract. Let me tell you where exactly the mucus is present. What is the main function of mucus? Okay, let us say like in a mouth, through food or maybe air, whatever it is, if the microorganism taken the entry into my body, but still they get trapped. Because there is a slimy, sticky structure or substance called as mucus is present, exactly present on the surface of the epithelium. Okay, where exactly you see this mucus? Let me just write a code, that is rug. Mucus rug. Here R in the sense they are everywhere, that is in our respiratory tract. Yes. Respiratory tract, they are present, like mucus is present, obviously that's what, like, see, mouth or nose is directly exposed and the microorganism can easily enter, but still they get trapped. Okay, even the tonsils, okay, or maybe like if they get entry into our lungs, still mucus is present. That's what I have written, respiratory tract, they get trapped. Okay, they will not allow this microorganism to enter into the important cells of our lungs. You got it? If they get the entry, then obviously they will cause the disease, that is virulence. Okay. What is this U? U for urinogenital tract. See, respiratory tract is obviously exposed because nose and mouth. Urinogenital tract is also kind of exposed. Okay, urinogenital tract, because the pores are there through which the microorganism can taken or enter into the body. So urinogenital tract is also very important structure where it also provides a type of innate immunity. Okay, so that is, they also can secrete mucus, urinogenital tract. The last one, this is also very important. Through food, microorganism can take the entry, okay, into our stomach and intestine. Still, the mucus is there. That is in our gastrointestinal tract. Please note this point. Very important. You get this question. Where exactly physical barrier, that is mucus, is present or secreted by the cells of respiratory tract, urinogenital tract, gastrointestinal tract? Very simple. Rug, mucus, rug. Okay, so skin is actually a very important organ which also provides a kind of like acts like a barrier. So it will prevent the entry of different types of pathogens. Okay, so let me erase this now. Please write out everything. Very important. Next is, these are all the first line defense. First line. Now, okay, even see our eyes are now exposed to the environment. See, forget about the mouth and nose, even eyes, correct? So even the dust you cannot do with that, okay, because it is non-living. If any bacteria enters into your eyes, they can easily enter into any cells of our body, correct? Okay, but they cannot, because the eyes also secretes a type of liquid which is called as tear. Yes, it has got an enzyme which can degrade the bacteria, particularly bacteria. The name of the enzyme is lysozymes. Note this point, lysozymes can kill the bacteria. Lysozymes directly act on the cell of the bacteria and degrade it, that's it. So the bacteria cannot survive. Okay, so that is one thing. Even if through food some microorganism enter into our stomach synthesizes, produces, secretes acid, correct? So acid in the stomach, remember this, that is physiological barriers. Got it? Okay. Now we go to the next one, that is the cellular barriers. Okay, cellular barriers. I forgot, saliva. You can also please take down more. Saliva. Saliva is bit acidic, correct? So it can kill the bacteria, saliva. Okay, so that is physiological barrier. Now comes the cellular barriers. Okay, that means mainly because of the cells. Cellular barriers, particularly let me just write PMNL. What is this PMNL? Okay, I'm going to make one more video session, particularly like a paper and pen method, where I'm going to talk about the different types of the cells and their origin. Because okay, so I'm going to explain it in detail. What is this PMNL? P means polymorpho. Poly. M means morpho. Nuclear leukocytes. Okay, leukocytes. What is leukocyte? Leukocyte is nothing but WBC, correct? Polymorpho, nuclear leukocyte. What does it mean? Polymorpho means N is a type of it. What is N? Neutrophil. Okay, if you just take this structure of the neutrophil, it will be like this. How we studied it in the previous year, correct? So polymorpho. The shape is entirely different. They normally change. Polymorpho, nuclear leukocytes. They have the nucleus, and nucleus shape is entirely different. Polymorpho. Okay, so even eosinophils, I think no need to write. Then basophils, correct? So they are all actually type of polymorpho nuclear leukocytes. Okay, and let me tell you one more type of cell which provides cellular barriers, that is the macrophages. Okay, macrophages mainly, even this one also you can add here. Neutrophil and the macrophages both are phagocytic in nature. What is the meaning of phagocytes? Phagocytic. Phagocytic means endocytosis. They just engulf the entire pathogen by a mechanism called as phagocytosis. Okay, then they digest this phagocyte. Along with that, they also die. That means they sacrifice. We'll understand it later. Okay, so this is the thing. Next, I want to write NK cells. What is this NK? NK means natural killer cells. We have different types of WBC. You have not heard about it. Okay, that is called as NK cells. N means natural. They are present everywhere in our body. Natural killer cells. Okay, they are going to kill something else. Okay, what they are going to kill? Natural killer cells normally kill cells, got it? Our own cells, if they are damaged. So, NK cells going to kill our own cells, not other cells. Okay, our cells. But if the cells are infected or damaged only, if the cells are damaged by a bacteria, virus, even they also play an important role in cancer, killing of cancer cells. They kill the cancer cells. Okay, if we are suffering from cancer, then they actually try to kill these cancer cells, but still it is not effective. Okay, because the cells of like suffering from cancer will differentiate. Without any control, the mitotic cell division will be more rapid. Okay, so it's not possible for NK cells to kill all the cancer cells, but they put the effort, okay, to kill the cancer cells. Okay, so that is NK cells. Note this point. Now, last one is what is the cytokines? Okay, cytokines are nothing but type of chemicals. Please note this point here. Thoda you need to understand what is this cytokines. Hope you understood these very easy. Innate immunity. They are not specific. Okay, even the macrophages, neutrophil, polymorph, nuclear, leukocytes, they are all present in our blood body, but still they are not specific. Whatever the pathogen they get, they just attack it and kill it. We are not sure, like 50-50. Success rate will be 50-50. They could kill it or may not. Okay, otherwise these pathogens will be sent to the third line of defense, that is T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes. Okay, to kill the pathogen. Cytokines. Okay, so let us imagine this is now a cell which is now infected by a pathogen. Okay, so this is now pathogen, not nucleus, pathogen. And this cell is almost like dying. It's about to die now. It's already damaged. But let us say this cell is infected by virus. Virus entered into this cell and infected this cell. Okay, and so this cell show a type of behavior that is called as altruism, normally seen in animals. I think better do not write it. Okay, here what it's going to do is it's going to signal the neighboring cells. These are all the neighboring healthy cells, because the same virus, after causing damage, it's going to invade to these different cells and kills it. So before that, before it dies, it's going to release a type of chemical that is called as cytokines. There are so many different types of cytokines. Particularly in your NCERT textbook, they have mentioned it as interferon. Interferons. You may get a question in the board examination, what are interferons or cytokines? See, interferons are nothing but a type of cytokine which is released by virus or viral infected cells. Infected cells which now enters into a healthy cell which is not infected by the virus. Yes, it's still healthy. Okay, so these cytokines now enter into these cells and activate this cell to kill the virus. Okay, you will understand it, the mechanism of immune response later. Okay, so this is actually a type of signal. Somebody, that is the virus is already damaged this cell, but this cell is sacrificing. Matlab it's going to release certain kind of chemicals that is nothing but in the form of interferons. There are so many different types of interferons: alpha, beta, gamma interferons. In short, we write it as INF interferons, which are released in the form of like cytokines. Okay, and then they reach the other cells and give a warning signal to all these cells. So now these cells are prepared to deal with this virus. That is actually the thing that is all about the innate immunity. What is innate immunity? It is a type of non-specific defense against the pathogens, and this system is present at the time of birth. There are 4 different types: physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, cytokines. You may get what is PMLR, I guess, polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Yes. Okay, so cellular barriers, cytokines, very important. What are cytokines or what are interferons? Interferons are the chemicals which are released from viral infected cell, which now informs the other cells about the virus, so that the other cells are ready, prepared for the virus. Hope you understood it. So that's all about from this session. Thank you.